Good evening, Sweet World, and welcome to The Starters. Whether you're listening to the podcast, joining us live right now on NBA TV or later on YouTube, we're very, very happy to have you. I'm J.E. Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tass Mellis.
Thank you for joining us.
To his right, the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Lily, and last, certainly not least, paying off his pick'em loss. There he is. It's Groundhog Starters Steve.
Heyo!
Heyo! Stevie-O, what do you got for us?
Well, I'm here at the internet looking for your best tweets at hashtag the starters. And guys, we can all agree that Rick Carlisle is one of the best coaches in the NBA. And last night, we found out why. According to Mavs.com writer Bobby Karalla, Wesley Matthews said during a second quarter timeout, Rick Carlisle literally drew a reset button and Seth Curry literally pushed it, launched a Mavs run. Like on the dry erase board, Carlisle drew a circle with reset inside it. That really did happen. Brilliant stuff. Makes me wish I had my own reset button for last month, but it brings us to today's question. What situation makes you want to press the reset button? And it's an easy one for me besides losing this, of course. Going back to the 2012 playoffs, I want to hit the reset button on Derrick Rose's first injury.
No.
Still remember the day watching with Skeets, my buddy Grish, and his buddy Dub. This was the beginning of the end for the Bulls. We're still feeling the effects of this injury. If only we had a reset button. Maybe he could have been Russell Westbrook. Who knows? Anyways, we want to hear from you, so let us know on Twitter what situation makes you want to press the reset button. Send us your best tweets, the hashtag the starters, and I'll try and look at this computer screen.
All right, yeah, you seem to be struggling a little bit there.
Get this man.
Yeah, the TV visibility was about 20%, and when you include the fog and humidity in here, it's more about 5.
Okay, well, soldier
looks
on.
good.
Soldier on, man. That's what happens when you lose the pick'em contest. All right, we got a fun show, obviously. Groundhog Steve there is going to give us an NBA quiz. Everyone can play along at home with that. And we got a brand new edition of the meme team. But we start with a little what you got. Starter Steve will present us with some similar topics from the NBA world. We got to determine the better choice. The catch, there's only one right answer, and that is whatever the groundhog thinks it is. Steve.
All right, thanks to another huge fourth quarter from Isaiah Thomas, the Boston Celtics knocked off the Toronto Raptors last night, pushing them a game and a half ahead in the race for the second seed, or possibly even the first? I don't know. Anyways, who's the second best team in the Eastern Conference? The Celtics or the Raptors? What you got?
It's the Raptors, Steve. If the Celtics weren't going to beat the Raptors last night, when were they going to beat them? DeMar DeRozan is out, the first option, as Mr. Steve calls him. The Celtics were 0-2 against the Raptors this season. And the Raptors were on the second night of a back-to-back,
right,
which they struggle on. Of course the Celtics were going to get one win against the Raps this season. They're still the best team besides the Cavs in the Eastern Conference.
Wow.
I think it's the Celtics. It really is. Avery Bradley wasn't playing last night as well, so that sort of nullifies the DeRozan not playing there.
Come on. DeMar is more important to that team.
Avery's a brilliant defender. He's an all-NBA defensive player.
But DeMar's more important to that.
But look, over the last month or so, the Boston Celtics have been probably the second best team in the NBA, but other than the Golden State Warriors. Since Isaiah Thomas came back from that injury, he's been incredible. He's forcing himself into the MVP conversation right now. I mean, the way he's been playing has been incredible. And the concern for me with the Raptors, when DeRozan went out and he's missed 5 games, they're 2-3, that gives an opportunity for some of those other guys, Patterson, Ross, Carroll, to step up and show that the Raptors aren't too top-heavy with Lowry and DeRozan. A little concerned that they do seem to be playing that way right now.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah, again, another unbelievable fourth quarter performance, and he is making sort of the unbelievable become very routine.
Yeah.
Which is wild for a guy of his size to just take over games.
Yeah, it was literally a ho-hum 44-point night.
I know, you're right.
I love the way he just burrows down into the lane.
Oh, nice. I was waiting for a groundhog
Leave it to
punt.
Beaver for that pun.
Excellent. Is he a beaver? Is he a woodchuck? We're not sure.
I don't know. I love Jerry Mathers. I just wanted to say that.
Exactly. I'm torn on this one because there's no doubt you can't argue that the Celtics have been playing better basketball lately than the Raptors.
No, that's 100%
the Raptors
true.
have not been great since the new year, of course. So in a way, I'd love to see those two teams meet in the playoffs. That's for sure, because last night, back and forth between Lowry in that fourth and Isaiah Thomas in the fourth, that was entertaining basketball. The Raptors had their chances. There were open looks, especially when it came to Patrick Patterson late in that game. They got good looks. He wasn't knocking them down, and he struggled in the crunch. I know. That's the thing.
And same with Damari Carroll, and same with Terrence Ross. We know is having a really good season, but he still has those games where he just goes missing, and he needs to be better than that at this stage of his career.
I just don't think the Raptors are bad as they're showing right now, but I do agree they're just so dependent on Lowry and DeRozan, and it shows because yesterday was second night of a back-to-back. They're 3-7 in the second night of back-to-backs, and that just says to me these guys are tired, and the guys who are tired are the guys who carry the team. And Lowry and DeRozan primarily. We saw it a couple of years ago when Lowry went into the postseason. Where did he go? I mean, he just wasn't himself, and I'm worried when they do get to that postseason if they've relied upon them a little bit too much.
That's right. The legs get too heavy.
All right. Well, Celtics, Raptors. Let's go to starter Steve. What is the answer?
Well, I think it's got to be the Raptors. They're still 2-1 against the Celtics, and as a human-animal hybrid, I got to stick with the other human-animal hybrids.
Fair.
Definitely the Raptors. But moving on, huge night for the Curry family last night. Steph went for 39 points on the strength of 11 three-pointers. Seth had 22 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals in a Mavs win. And Big Papa Dell went 1 for 1 from 3 after